What's going on, guys? Smirky, Randy, Red here doing our part one of Smirky Predicts, whatever we're going to call it. I don't know what we're going to call it, NFL Predicts. But anyways, we're going to start off here. We're going to be doing this every single week. And so the first game of week one will be the Broncos versus the Panthers. And personally, in my opinion, I think the Broncos will win this game. I feel like this, with the team that they have compared to the Panthers, this will be a Super Bowl rematch. I feel like the Broncos are going to pull this one out. Maybe it'll be a close game. You know, they have a very Panthers have very solid offense, and the Broncos have a very, very, very shut down defense. So, but the Broncos will be starting an offense, a brand new rookie quarterback that never snapped, or snapped in the NFL. So it'll be interesting. Next, we have Buccaneers versus Falcons, and personally, I think the Falcons will win this one because I feel like they just have a better team that stacks up against each other. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. I feel like that one's also going to be a close game. I feel like those top two ones are going to be close games. And going on with this one, the Vikings versus the Titans, and I'm going to have to go with the Vikings on this one. I feel like I said, this one's going to be a close game also. I don't know. Seems like week one there'll be a lot of close games, but you never know what happens in the NFL. I feel like it just stacks up. Even though Teddy Bridgewater's injured, I feel like it stacks up better with Adrian Peterson stuff going up against the Titans. Next, after that, we have the Browns versus Eagles, and the Browns have RG3, so that's a joke. So we're gonna say that the Eagles are gonna win this one, in this week. I feel like they just have a better team, even though the team isn't that good. As long as in the NFC East, no one's really good. No, except for those Giants, though. Those Giants in the bottom left corner. But next game after that, we're going to do Bengals versus Jets. And I'm going to say on this one, Bengals are going to win. Because Bengals look like a playoff team, and Jets look like they're almost going to be getting there, but they're not quite there yet. So, I just feel like the Bengals will win. Next after that, it's going to be Raiders versus Saints. I feel like the Raiders will win this one because the Raiders put up a bunch of off-season moves that made them better. Re-signing key players, signing players in free agency. Sean Smith that played cornerback. I feel like they're going to have a really good team this year defensive-wise, and they have a pretty good offensive team. Latavius Murray, Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, Michael Crabtree, so on and so forth. Chargers versus Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs will win this one just because they're almost, I would say, a playoff team. I wouldn't say exactly a good playoff team, but they're better than the Chargers that aren't really ready for that. They're in a rebuilding stage, I feel. Next game will be Bills versus Ravens, and I feel like the Bills will take this one just because I feel like they stack up better against them. Because I feel like Sammy Watkins didn't have a big game against the Ravens secondary. Even though the Ravens just picked up Eric Weddle off the Chargers, actually, they got him. I still feel like Sam Watkins will have a humongous game against them. Next after that, this is kind of the disappointment of, this is the worst match of the week, I think. The Bears versus the Texans. That's just a joke. I feel like the Texans are going to win this one just because, they have J.J. Watt. And they have DeAndre Hopkins, that's a good receiver. They have a guy come up, Jalen Strong. He looks like he's going to be a pretty good guy. The Bears, I don't even know. They don't have much. But, anyways, next week after that, we're going to have the Packers versus the Jaguars. And I feel like the Packers will win this one because the Packers are just basically a Super Bowl team. I don't know if they're Super Bowl winning, but a Super Bowl team. And Jaguars picked up a lot during the offseason. I think they're probably one of I'd say they're the winner of the offseason this year on pickups and stuff. They picked up a lot of players that are very good. But I feel like the Packers will win this one because I just feel Packers are a Super Bowl team. Next, after that one, we're gonna have the Dolphins versus Seahawks. I'm gonna say that Seahawks are gonna win this one just because Seahawks they have a good enough team to bring them to playoffs and maybe even go all the way to Super Bowl. But Dolphins definitely don't. They have rebuilding to do. Next after that, we're going to have the Giants versus Cowboys. And you always see that bottom left corner. You guys see that? That's the Giant symbol. I'm going to say the Giants are going to win this one. Personally, I just feel like we stack up better against the Cowboys. Tony Romo's in there. They have Dak Prescott coming in. Dak Prescott's going to be iffy because he played against second-string guys, so we don't know how good he'll be against starters. He's thrown against Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, Janoris Jenkins, Eli Apple. But it'll be interesting. We're going to have a DRC versus Des Bryant competition. But I feel like we're going to win this one. I feel like this Giants made a lot of improvements to the team, even though that line's struggling. And we got really good defensive line, so we'll be able to go up against the offensive line, the BC offensive line, the Cowboys. Next, after we have the Lions versus Colts, and I said the Colts are going to win this one because these are both also kind of bad teams. Even though I think Andrew Luck is going to be back for this one, so they're going to probably win that one. Because Matthew Stafford, I don't feel he's accurate enough. He has the arm to be. I just don't think he is because he has such an arm. But I feel like the Colts are going to win this one by like 14 or something. And then, this is going to be the I'm going to say, game of the week will be the Patriots versus Cardinals. As if you guys don't know, Tom Brady has to sit out the first 4 games of the season because of the deflated balls incident that he had, the Deflategate. So they're going to have Jimmy Garoppolo starting at quarterback. So he's going to be going up against one of the best defenses, I'd say, in the NFL right now in Cardinals. They have a good offense. I feel like in this one, it's going to be the Cardinals win this one. I don't see how the Patriots could win this one. I just don't see it, especially with a QB that really doesn't have that many snaps under his hand. Next, after that, we're going to have the Steelers versus the Redskins. I'm going to say the Steelers because the Steelers got a little bit better on defensive wise, and they have a BC offense with Le'Veon Bell, Big Ben, Antonio Brown. You can name it. And they got some good guys like William Gay back there, Mike Mitchell. They have some guys that are good back there. And for the final game of the week, we are going to have, it's going to be the Rams versus 49ers. And I'm going to say the Rams are going to win this one. The 49ers are also one of those kind of jokes of a team right now. They're kind of rebuilding. They don't really have much of an offense, They have guys, taking knees during national anthems. And, but they really only maybe have linebackers, and that's about it. They picked up, like, DeForest Buckner. That he looks like that was really good rookie pickup. So we'll maybe see some of him playing. But here we go, guys. So we're going to say these are the teams that are going to win. So Broncos, Falcons, Vikings, Eagles, Bengals, Raiders, Chiefs, Bills, Texans, Packers, Seahawks, Giants, Colts, Cardinals, Steelers, and Rams. I think are going to be the winners this week. But we'll see next week when we'll count the wins and losses, and we'll be back. So if you guys liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below about maybe who you think is going to win some of these games. I'd like to probably hear the Giants versus Cowboys, and then maybe the Broncos versus Panthers one, because that's a Super Bowl rematch. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Peace.